Okay, BBL on defense. Gentlemates on attack.
We're happy to be wrong.
Phoenix,
Gentlemate
Yoru.
BBL. Let's just say it that way. So we'll see.
Fair enough. No, I'm quite interested now.
Sure, I mean, Phoenix already getting orbs. We'll keep an eye on that.
Gentlemates have a very explosive composition here that could look good. And then a Turkish team on Ascent. I mean,
Still on the cast. I like still on the cast because I tend to not flame too much, and he does the flaming for me on the main stream, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
he's very brutally honest, but it's like a lot of his stuff is
Phoenix
actually
being able to rack
right,
up all the
so
orbs
it's
from B
fine.
main and A main on this map could play in their favor really
He is
well.
a savage though.
Certainly could do. Lots of pressure over towards tree, but keep your eyes towards the spike
The
as
fake
well.
pressure over towards short, try and get a rotate in, and then split B. Knife goes in. I don't know if it hit these two.
Burst to this. There we go, dealt with. They do manage to split towards B.
No recon? Oh man, this Killjoy is...
Potentially nice connection on the first, gets to dip away and keep his life. Pressure
Yeah, this Killjoy needs to do everything.
The tank gonna punish Easy on the cross, is now down to Elite on the back of the site. Lovely work from him. Again, this guy seemed to
honestly
be
did
lost
fine
for a second, so Whalers and Logan actually get a little bit of a fight back. Plants can be coming down in a 3v2.
Ooh, Omen Flash used early though.
It's on Kushner and Brave to close that gap. Whalers in the tank. Nice little setup here.
The stream can be louder, yeah?
May not even need it.
Ooh, nice higher lower.
Just gonna seal it, but
Wrong higher lower from
I
them.
don't think we saw the best of that comp coming out.
Phoenix
just yet.
halfway
You know,
to
it's
ult
its
as well.
first round, but looking decent.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see the strengths of them on
mean,
attack
put it up
anyways, just
slightly.
because they'll have the double flashers. We saw a really cool opening from them. They collected that Phoenix orb at A main, moved over back to middle, put a little bit of a pressure towards Cat, make it look like it's an A play. It actually pulled the Silver away. It was just the Killjoy alone on B. If the
Yeah,
Killjoy's
it's a strong
alone on B
pistol.
there,
Good
I
bit of
think
pressure.
they should not have a Ghost. I think maybe invest in some mollies or a molly alarm bot. You can help like stall. If they push you, you can put a molly at one of the doorways.
Okay, maybe min-max the potential.
He's already
A
flaming.
little min-max.
He's already flaming the pistol buy.
I do want to see how Takas does here.
He's never
See a bit
happy.
of variety from him. I mean, hopefully it looks good, right? Terrible. It looks atrocious. Elite forced to show his hand early here, and the pressure soon to follow. Now this round.
Okay, we need to keep an eye on this because the tank is 2 away from his ult, and that's pretty much the main thing. Obviously, they want to win, but if they can get the ult into the next round, that's the one.
That's what they're prioritizing. Elite again, similar scenario to that first round here. However, this time they are far better equipped.
Okay, and then just give them the spike, and that's it secured. Throw over the spike, and they got the ult into this round no matter what. Next round, sorry.
And he absolutely does. 3 quick kills. That's going to be looking towards the ult here.
They should
Be
let the
happy
Phoenix.
with that.
Yeah. Natan has his ulti for the next round as well. So that's going to be something to look forward to for their... I mean, effectively, it is their bonus round. It will be.
Yeah.
But they have 2 Vandals and 3 Bulldogs. Like, that's not really a bonus round buy. That's a gun round buy.
Yeah, that's a full-on buy.
Right,
Now,
1 gun,
Mystic on
1 armor
It was- I
rebuy.
guess
That is it.
I don't
Solid.
like saying only the Bulldog, but a Bulldog going down isn't the worst thing in the world. If they lost either of those Vandals, that would be rough. But you're right, this isn't really just a bonus round. This was a very heavily invested round 2. Worked out quite nicely for Takas there. We're talking about ults as well, and the tank has his ready, so Takas, that almost second string to this, 2 away from getting his online. On the other
Kushner
side,
bought
first chance for a fight
Sheriff,
back,
he
really.
gets
We
light
have
armor.
full rifle, so if anything,
And
this is
they
pretty much your
lost a
buy
rifle,
round
so
as
they
much as
buy
we
a
can get.
rifle back. There's one person that gets a little bit wrecked next round
Real
if
test
they
for the
lose
B
this round.
players here.
Dude, fast round.
As it looks like a little bit of a pump. The Omen Flash to take B main control, but no instant follow-up.
Yeah, I want to see if they fully commit through this. Again, we have seen them now add bodies to this side, though, right? The amount of the first 2 rounds, it was kind of elite soloing this, had some support, but very limited. Now you've got Reezy on the site. You've already got CT with Kushner. So maybe considering, and they're already starting to probe on the rest of the map, right? Oh, that's huge.
Literally hit all 5.
Yeah, we have deep info here on A main from the Omen. He knows exactly what's up, and he's taking all the space out here as well. So this is going to keep the attackers contained, and he's going to hear this entire rotation.
Yeah, Brave just called that. He's heard at least something. Does Takas clear this? I don't think he does.
No, not a chance.
Oh,
Yeah,
risky
Brave
guy.
just working out well there. There was no one else coming through this way, so
Don't give it up though. Why? You already have the space. You do have the follow-up. Your heroes
Man, I love
in a
Josh,
position
bro.
to
He's so
fill in the
funny.
gaps. But it's not worth it. You already know that they're contained towards B. You have like really good positioning on them. You have the man advantage. It's just free.
30
But now
seconds left.
now an option,
So
an
good.
opportunity in a 4v4. The repump towards that B side, they still have to get past all of this utility. And actually, it's dealt really well with the front line of an attack.
Ooh, that's a nice knife as well. They take down the initial hit, and the knife goes in and hits everyone. Yeah, that was solid. And they took away the Phoenix Soul. It was convincing. Still, 2 people died, so we get a big swing round.
From both Brave and Pora to get the deep lines. We have Pora actually. He's
not wrong. That's the thing. He's never wrong. A bit. It's just funny hearing it as a cast. I like it. It's a different approach. Okay, so everyone with a circle can't buy next round.
Really deep aggressive. He just runs, literally just full speed.
2-4. Yeah, this guy's fine.
That's basically what sealed the deal for the team. BBL getting the first round.
Yeah, gonna claim this one. Again, now looking at those ults, Takas didn't manage to
and
convert.
they made sure that they were further away for this. So knife goes in, and they were waiting for the timing of that one. Made sure they stayed outside of it. Age goes short, recon goes middle.
Again, only coming in with that SMG. Far from ideal, but a pace change potentially through middle. Too surprising here.
There's a lot of pressure.
Receiving a lot of attention, a lot of eyes turning his way.
Can they even invest a drone into this?
A little bit of push and pull.
Yeah, it pulls one offshore. Pulls one offshore, and it pulls one away from A, so they now double up short.
Looks like already BBL kind of noting that there's not that much commitment behind this. They shouldn't leave this A site. As already Elite finds Takas, that alleviates all that pressure they were trying to put on them towards middle.
Walk in.
Tanks crept out far. No one's been keeping track on this. They
Um,
have no idea they could have made it to this point. BBL caught sleeping on the job a little
halfway.
here. Those two players in mid.
I don't want to risk getting in the plant because why would you? We have a Sova Lark over towards middle.
BBL now going to have to try and work this back in with less than ideal. Reezy, Elite, and Kushina.
Dude, even if they break the door, you got a solid trip as well.
And Whaler's comfortable. No trade there.
This is a nice round from them, though. Again, just fake pressure over towards here, and all they were trying to do is just pull this rotation for these guys to double up short while they were worried about middle. And there's the Sova Lark we were talking about.
Get away with daylight robbery in that round.
I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
You can hear it still boiling.
Behind the Yoru at mid, it was so obvious that it was a fake. There was no one coming through B main. There was no one following up with the Yoru. It was just like almost too obvious. But then with their hands down a garden.
Dude, it wasn't that bad, man. It wasn't too obvious. They sent a Yoru into market.
And then extending all the way through, not closing the
It was
door,
okay.
not running, not
It wasn't as bad as you saying.
They walked all the way in, catch them with their pants down, and they're able to secure that round clean.
Okay, Yoru ult into this one. Do they want to use it?
Hey, you take it when you get it. I'm sure Generates are absolutely chuffed with that one.
Do they know?
I don't know if anyone spotted this. Oh, he's definitely been seen now. Yeah, Brave
He
gonna
just about to molly, but then he got hit by the knife.
has to respect that utility out of the tank. Trying to zone out that A main hold, but been seeing these
4
fakes coming
rounds
out
in
from
and he's
Generates, they can't
obliterating
be
them.
too certain.
Yeah, he really
Takas
is.
with the ult could potentially apply a lot more pressure, but opting to back away now.
That Yoru ulti as well in play right now. I think they're going to use that. They can't decide
Okay, so
right
change
now.
of
They're
call,
running
whatever
back and
this
forth
was.
in
So they
spawn.
were going to
Can't
group
decide
back and
which
push
way they
back
wanna
over
go with
towards
it.
B, but the call now is just straight up A here with the
Again, there's
Yoru
been
ult,
no
I guess.
break on the
The
utility
thing at the
towards top
moment is
middle.
just how much
No one's really
info we
tested
got
deep
here,
towards
right?
B.
Early B info, early mid
Not
info can keep the
much
3-person
cause for a
stack.
rotation here. Takas
Gun is here in
has
terms of
popped the ult,
Kushina.
so he's the one to try and get towards the site. Should have noted at least one of these two players. Definitely seen them
Oh,
now.
they're not gonna hear
Paranoia
this.
doing well. Everything looking
Omen,
so
yeah, they're not gonna hear this with the
rough.
Omen
That was a
flash.
gorgeous execution on
Lovely.
the site. Takas teed up for success. And now BBL behind the curve. They were in the right place this time.
30
Didn't
seconds
fall
left.
for any pressure elsewhere or that lull in the
Yeah,
round.
that was sick.
But
And they doubled up
what are you
though,
meant to
so
do
it was
here?
nice.
The only
And the Jet had to get
real
out of there with the
threat
gun.
comes from Kushina. 2 sheriffs otherwise against 5 standing strong. Beautiful work from
So what,
Gentlemates
2
here.
go for it,
Great
1
execution
saves.
there,
And then
you know,
Gentlemate's
couple of
money's just out of
sheriffs are
control.
Probably going to look for a little bit of opportunity. Obviously, it being one of their save rounds, so they're just going to see what they can get.
Yeah, 3k on top
They
of
don't
this.
want to feed the wrong players, right?
Yeah,
Baton
'cause
can get
they
his
can
ulti.
build back,
Savage.
right? They can get them back, and they're so pivotal to these rounds. Is he going to go down? Elite does find one. Elite Should be able to get
And
towards lockdown
that's
here too.
no matter what, I still think that's worth. Good amount of money. Phoenix gets ult.
Is going to be Gentlemates. That was, I have to highlight how well done that was. That was very nice to witness. Seeing that kind of utility combination between
Yeah, and I think it was a good call as well. They were tempted to push them back over towards B main, but they just kept it really, really simple.
These sort of like site takes and these sort of like well-rounded hits. I mean, it's not overly complicated, but it's what I want to see from a team with someone like Existence.
The recon timing was really strong as well.
This is exactly what I want to be seeing.
It was so simple yet so deep.
Yeah.
There was so much depth to it, right? We have the Yoru just going in.
Okay, it's a
He's
late
way
TP
separated
so
from his
that he can
teammates, but
help
as soon as he
take
gets
them
all the
A
info, he
and then
throws a flash
TP
at the
out.
enemies.
Is he
Omen follows
flashing
up
or
with the
is... Okay,
paranoia.
Phoenix is
They
flashing.
can't hear the Yoru come out of the ultimate, and then he gets 2 in the back for free.
Oh my.
BBL
What
do
the?
need to start getting a bit of a grip on this game. It's still early.
I love the mixture of conditioning that Gentlemates did here. The Omen shows himself towards A. They put a lot of pressure here, but it's going to be
Damn, this is really sick. Yeah, and the TP is still up for the... The TP is still up for the Yoru as well, so he goes and joins them. They showed 3-person pressure in terms of Phoenix, Yoru, and Sova. The Phoenix blocked vision.
That lockdown is going to be looming.
Oh, wow.
So you can't leave this too late for
I mean, he can just call them back to A, to be honest. They can just keep this simple.
Guys, the site is completely mine.
Don't go through middle.
Look towards short, Josh. There is an issue there. There is a potential cutoff point here, but Pora already took some damage early on.
Yeah, this is just psycho mode, honestly. Like, there's the Phoenix with the ultimates in A site. He's got it secured for free. The rest of the team's going to try to meet up. The KO.
Oh, Pora, this is on you. This is all on you. Excellent on the first, but he couldn't quite withstand the pressure in a tank then.
That was pretty cool as well, though. They cleared over towards A. They create pressure on short, and then he ults from this corner. Was it this corner? Yeah, he ults from this corner, so while they're focused on short, if they did double up, they get pinched from either side.
Gets it on Logan for sure. Bears now can just kind of play to the time.
Dude, BBL need a timeout. They got to play A site. They got to play on A site. The Omen's got to anchor heavier, I think. It's been hard because every single time they have like double ults.
Leaving just a lead there, but did Bears just pop his
Wait,
ult?
did he just pop his ult?
It
And then insta-cancel so no one heard it?
I think Bears just popped his ult. Got a little excited.
I think so.
That happens.
seen that happen before.
Yeah.
Hiko's done that. Hiko ult. But I love the idea there behind getting into, when they had the garden control, they understood, hey, Elite's got his Killjoy locked down. If they come into the retake, then they're going to go for the lockdown in garden area. Let's keep this control. Instead of like falling back to the site after we get the spike planted, instead of falling back to A main, let's stay here. Let's have this crossfire that we have set up between tree, between heaven, between the little glass
That was a
area.
good replay.
Let's make sure that we lock this area down because don't want the enemy to get their lockdown off.
Yeah, and it does say it's a Gentlemates timeout, but I mean they are up 5-1, but maybe just wanting to check in.
Do I like Gentlemates comp? I think every single time I watch a Yoru on this map, it's like really good for the first showing. Second showing pretty much gets worse or it gets antied, and then third showing it's wrecked. So we'll be interested to see if this is the same kind of thing.
They do have ults, and they have some very influential ults as well, and they're very close to having reasons.
They got some really good stuff at the moment. It's hard to tell where they're going. It feels like they're everywhere on the map.
Ready to bring in, but they need to kind of get a
If you're
grip on this
BBL though,
game.
they got to go more
Feels
aggro.
like they're so behind in this now, sitting at a 5-1 scoreline, started off very close. But Gentlemates, their attacking side, yes, obviously there's
a lot of
competition
ults, but it's eco. Tell me they don't pop all their ults in eco and lose the round.
Try and get as much as you can, obviously, and you're hoping for a very favorable score, but BBL are being very quiet for themselves here.
Yeah, very quiet for sure. Gentlemates obviously maxing out all the rounds that they can get on their attack side because going into defense isn't going to be as easy, not without.
And I like this from Gentlemates. They just stay far back because they know that a lot of people just have set rounds where they like to go aggro, do some kind of vision strikers pinch towards B.
No super aggressive plays right now.
Boy.
First point of contact over towards Cat. It's got to be Pora now being a little bit more careful. You kind of want to make sure Kushina can play into this, or at least maybe get a trade with someone. Aldrone only going to know Pora. A great shot from him. As Taka's gone. Gentlemates losing out a little here. Don't know if they can police that weapon away.
Yeah, and they don't really know how much pressure they've created, but there was a timing where they could have gone up to short. So these three are going to have to stay here for a while.
That's nice from the tank, kind of almost policing the weapon actively, making sure no one can get their hand on the rifle that was taken out of Takas's hands. Oh, and a beautiful follow-up.
And he just calls him back.
That's an issue,
oh, what a shot. Dude, sick shot from Logan.
But still, there was a
It's so weird with it. It's like the amount of freedom that the tank has is unreal. Yeah, it's like a lurking Phoenix that is just allowed to do what it wants, and it just has multiple ults. Because it's just lurking, killing everyone.
And it's giving Gentlemates the opportunity to find the lane of least resistance.
Yeah, nice little crossfire here, or at least should I say contact point. Again, Logan going on to find it first.
Hello.
Still worth in the tank going down here as well. Money's high. He now has 3 out of 6 for another ult.
Toying with kind of the push and the pull, right? It feels like for BBL, they haven't had everyone in the right site at the right time. There's a lot of fakes running out here. And
it could be, Teats. It could be. It's not too bad at all.
What's the answer for BBL? Is it to take dedicated deeper space?
Teats, you must have so much footage in terms of games to cover at the moment.
When you're being run around the map like this?
Yeah, I think one of the things that they haven't really been able to do yet is get an opt-out. I think we're going to see that now for the first time.
Must be overloaded.
We haven't even seen Gentlemates even breaking the alarm bot at middle that often. I think we've only seen it 2 times out of the last 7 rounds. So, yeah, getting deeper lines could be really good for BBL. Obviously, the 1 round win was off the back of Omen taking all that space towards A main here. So being a little bit more dynamic instead of just the Killjoy.
Oh, man.
But this flash
do they all eat this flash?
Contact is going to be so pivotal.
Flash swing.
Waiting to see it. As that turret goes off, preemptive, and it works well for one. A quick trade.
That's a heard a footstep or something.
Yes, it's information. But do they continue on this pathing? Because if you've watched Gentlemates so far, they're probably going to back away.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he stuck the.
Oh, he stuck the. Oh boy.
Now A is completely
what was the
open.
extra bit? What was the? What caused them to pop everything
I
here?
mean, they can maybe get Reezy to.
There was nothing extra that I saw, but someone called that they were coming in. We popped the KO or the Omen ults all the way over from A as well. That's now a free site.
They didn't pour it in towards B early on. That was obviously a proactive approach from BBL off the back of the flash, but
they have no idea that the Omen stuck
A
this.
site with pretty much a full hand of cards.
If Reezy gets really good timing with this dart here, though, it could be
kind of nice.
Kill. He gets
Smoke into this corner, TP's in.
30 seconds left. Maybe. Let's see if he's got it. The smoke's there. Oh, it's only in a tank who's going to sit somewhat safe, unwallbanged, so they're going to get the
they just stroll into A site all the time.
The Hunter's Fury, and all he hears
Man, BBL really messed this round up.
Down. And keep in mind, BBL is still far away. They are really struggling to get a beat on Gentlemates.
This is so tough right now for them. I am so surprised that Brave stuck that Omen ultimate. He had the entire A main line. His teammates could all stack towards B together. He gives it up.
And now, yeah, the knife reveals that they're still on the site, but it's still a problem.
Do we still have an Omen flash?
Clean on this, and there's not a lot of utility to do it with. Takas is so blind.
Whoa, the Omen flash didn't hit that second guy heaven.
Making something out of this. Bayer's down low. There's a chance now. Pora, but the time is everything.
Okay, I mean, nicely done from Pora. Maybe makes up for the potential call that he made on B. There's like a point here, right? Omen's here, 2 people in heaven, flashed, but it didn't hit the first guy.
They should never really win. 4 and 4,
and then Pora just got the most important kill. That Omen flash hits is a different round.
There's so many reasons for Gentlemates to be able to close out that round, but honestly,
this guy doesn't get hit by the Omen flash.
To stay so composed in that situation there, with being able to come back. I mean, really made me eat my words after I was saying Brave shouldn't have sucked that TP. They come in, they win that retake. It's looking really clean, right? Everyone knows exactly.
Donovan, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you.
You know, no one's just like all.
What did I have to eat today? What have I eaten today? Bit of banana bread.
Awkward flash situation.
That it?
There. Taka is on the box.
Had a banana as well. I'm kind of loaded on banana at the moment. Didn't realize double banana day.
Okay, looks like this is Gentlemate's timeout. I'm pretty sure the one
it was meant to be second week, but now it's probably third week. Has a bug.
To have a check in here. Maybe the initial plan is starting to run its course. Maybe they're starting to feel the BBL are maybe sitting for those retakes. Maybe that was the whole decision making behind that TP. Come back.
Potassium buff, yeah, dude. I'm so overloaded with it.
Maybe happy to just
too much, if anything.
And then try and play it on the retakes. If you're getting pulled across the map, maybe you have to commit to that idea, that concept. I mean, but then also they need to then hold their utility a little later. It kind of spirals this game a little bit deeper. But 2 rounds, still wouldn't say is enough. We need to see a little more out of BBL here, but for Gentlemates, where's that next layer of adaptation that they go to?
Can we remove halls from Breeze again so it's a good map?
Lends to being a little bit more one-dimensional, or is there depth to this?
I feel like there's a lot of changes you can make to maps to make them a little bit better at the moment. I think Sunset needs the fastest fix, for sure.
Reposition on moment's notice. I think the one thing
That would
that's
make it better, I
Gentlemates
think.
a
I
little
agree.
bit difficult to kind of like read the situation is that Elite's had his Killjoy ulti for
Breeze was
multiple
never a good
rounds
map,
now,
damn.
and it's been
Honestly,
playing the same standard B
that's
setup
probably
for the
a
last like 5
solid
rounds in a row.
take.
So, you know, what's going on? Are they going to switch their setup, or are we going to just like have to?
I like it. I like to play it though. It's a fun aim map.
I think one cool thing about Yoru on this map is that just setting up that clone and breaking that alarm bot at middle is going to be something that is going to.
And in my eyes, when I look at
so much
Gentlemates,
space
right?
and freedom for Gentlemates here.
Yeah, is what Josh is saying here. Like they're just free. Like they just take so much map control. They take deep middle, all of middle, B main. Not A main, but oh my goodness, within like 20 seconds. That was a nice kill though.
Isolated towards CT, but Bayaz with a bell to back. This is individual work, but it's
Yeah, and they're focused on this guy, and the tank gets one more kill. We need to look at the spike at the moment. Whaler's a little bit away from his ult, so.
On the other side of the map here.
Yeah, and it looks like they're actually going to rotate back towards B with a spike here, but the full rotation has already come in from BBL. They're coming back towards B.
They are, and Bayaz didn't get the clean shot he wanted on Pora there. But do they read into this? Because the tank has been soloing.
Look over
sometimes,
towards
right? That
spawn,
A-side
flash to
tap
help his
off.
teammate
Bayaz
out.
left
Nice molly.
dead. But
Big,
this time there's
big
commitment
3 on
behind it, right? We
3.
saw on the tank before,
Phoenix
slipped through
gets a
towards
kill
they
early,
really took
could
their
be
time
tempted
come
to
around,
ult.
But this time BBL going to read into it early. Still a little bit of kit for Brave. Could set Kushner in
Like
motion.
it's spammed though, right?
Would play into this very paranoid of a late mid presence, but we can see the Gentlemate side. Looking for the spam, he's rewarded. Brave gonna take away the tank. Great shot on Logan. This is gonna require heroics. And
Nicely handled in the end. 3v4.
Grip on this game.
Looking a little bit
It looks
rough.
like
Obviously, they
there's
didn't realize that
one
they
thing
fully
BBL
rotated
is
out.
doing so flawlessly, and that's their approaches to the retakes. They're making sure that they're not skipping any steps. They're making sure that they inch up. Once this player's in position here, now this other player moves around. And I think they're just understanding of how to move around, the fundamentals. They're hitting every
There isn't like a whole game on it yet, Teats, but there's like multiple examples of people just going B site.
A little bit more proactivity from, you know, Kushner. Can we see
There's
him,
like
playing off the
Heretics.
turret a little
Heretics
bit
are your
more and picking
main,
up that contact?
your
Can we
main
see
one.
KO setting Kushner up with flashes instead of setting Alita? Those are the types of changes that I'd like to see from BBL in these early rounds, because they're closing them out.
Yeah, and this guy has a lot of footsteps.
I want to say it looks simplistic an approach so far, but I want to see if there's a fake off the back of this or there's something in mind. Big early investment towards B, but no commitment behind.
Dude, Yoru
Is
ult
there
with
now
Phoenix
for
ult and Omen ult. As everyone can be
Both the
everywhere,
defensive
that's a
ults
nightmare.
are on B site, and they're going to have to basically fall back into the boathouse here to stay alive and keep their life.
Yeah,
But 5 people coming at them.
Elite's opted for CT, but this does now leave just
And back
Reezy
aside
on
is
his own.
clear.
And already beaten to the punch at Bowhouse. They've taken it away from him. Logan's isolated Elite and he's gone down. Takas gonna find Reezy. This is better. This is what you want to be seeing from that ult. Just piercing through
that's just
the
too many
armor that was
ults.
holding on towards B. But it's the retake again. Can this squad somehow do it now?
The good thing about Gentlemates here is they haven't haven't overstepped the mark too much. They literally just put one ult in, realizing that this is a super strong ult, and they haven't had to use this ult. You can save that for the next rounds. The money is good. BBL can get a buy.
Flash comes in, that's Logan.
Yeah, okay, they do decide to use it on this one.
That
That might actually have to kill everyone.
This clear is outstanding. They needed a little more there. Whaler's still alive, and as is the tank, he falls again. Whaler's left.
Damn, nicely done. Double retake? That was impressive.
Retakes. Once again, figuring out even
Hitting some shots, Brave especially.
It's actually just so incredible how good they are right now on these retakes. You would just have to sit there and think, like, how much better would they be if they actually kept 4 or 5 players alive in these situations? So
How did the guy
this
B
is one
main
of the
go
things
down
that
is the
it's
real
just-
question.
We've seen Gentlemates doing something new every single round, but we've seen BBL basically doing the exact same thing every single
So I'm
round.
gonna find out.
This round we saw Jet taking a main control instead of being like just floating around middle, but everything else pretty much the same. The Killjoy and the Sova are just defending B site, but they both have ultimates, and they're both playing on the site, and they're getting caught. Like, what's going on here? If we're so good at retakes, let's just make sure that all of us are alive for the retakes.
we go.
It's a nice knife,
Big info
though.
off the back of that. Should be at least 2-3
Lands in the
players
same spot from
considered.
the one that you do on close A site.
But again, hard to read into early information without confirming fully what's behind it. Defensive ult. Committed to there, but we'll wait and see what they achieve with this. Cushion are going to be forced away. Brave then to kind of pick up the slack a little. This is all trying to sell him a fake. We've seen this before, and we're seeing it again.
That wall goes in, creates a lot of pressure. As we can see, 4 people here.
Drop the lockdown on B site preemptively as soon as that Killjoy turret activates. Buy a little bit of space and time for his teammates to rotate in. Again, committing into the site.
Overall, Killjoy on
For
site.
the defense.
50 seconds.
Yeah, that ult is just looming over their heads.
Yeah, it is a lot about the Killjoy timing for
No
sure.
contact, does he drop it?
Well, Beaz is one off his. If he's able to collect this ultimate orb, he can deny this Killjoy ulti.
30 seconds, do they just insta-call pivot to go to here, or do they wait it out?
He did not grab it.
30 seconds left.
No.
They're just waiting it out, and they're going to re-hit with the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, they again, it only secures for so long. The support's on the way. The smoke
AO has
dropped
a
in
flash
CT,
to help
so
him
that
out on
could be an
site.
issue for the
I think they
crosshair, but Cushions not
shouldn't.
cresting that corner.
Here.
Maybe expecting a fight, and he's right to. You can see it there. What? Takas, are you serious? Takas just walks in front of CT, somehow gets away with it, but they don't have security on the
The
side
KO
just
flash
yet.
was nice.
7
Gotta stick the
seconds
plant
now.
on this one.
Leaving the time later, but they
Guys,
need a plant.
plant?
They need it
Holy,
fast.
close.
Logan can't stop. He has to commit to this one, and the swing on the side, Pora gorgeous with the
player
shot, but it's not
standing.
enough to take down 2. Brave left in the 1v2. Logan on the left, gonna find him.
Oh, man.
And he's actually on 76 HP. He's got to know the tank. Gonna know the TP, but who's got the shot? It's the
Holy hell.
tank this time.
The
Gentlemates again, almost
A
let it
couple
slip
of,
through the fingertips, but now
yeah, a couple
locking it
of
down and
things I
getting
wish
up to
I
7.
didn't see, but I
I'm
mean,
not
yeah, that missed shot was everything.
Impressed or convinced about BBL's defense side right now. I'm not seeing any changes, any adaptations, any depth to their play. Reezy been sitting on his ultimate for multiple rounds. Elite had his from like round 4 or 5, and just use it right now on round, 11.
Yeah.
We needed to, and on the flip side of it, we've seen 2 Phoenix ults, 2 Yoru ults.
Running through them. Yeah, I mean,
That's so funny.
I feel like they've been forgiven with some of their individual heroics here from BBL. Some great retakes, don't get me wrong.
I feel like
Retakes against the odds, right? They've
I
been
feel like
playing
Steel had
against it,
been
but
wanting to do that for a
Luxy
while,
maybe
but they
prior to
won
that
like double
saw that bit of
retake,
hold, but
so he
still,
couldn't do it.
Early pressure and early problems.
Oh
Sending
boy.
it through from both sides. You can see them scattering across the map.
Felt like he had held it in for a little bit.
And it really does little to dissuade either side. No connections. If anything, it's just sent Gentlemates running, but we know they do this anyway.
You love Steel, he's the pride of NA. Bro, isn't he? He's
Warm-up
literally
still up for the
Canadian.
defense in the middle. They're not worried about that at all.
Literally Canadian. But I respect it.
Back to A.
There is a judge and a smoke out there, though, so, ratty little angle to play it on.
Canada is in NA? Wait, is that actually a thing? Dude, I didn't know that.
Second box.
Drone up, dart.
Is that genuinely a thing? I had no
Flash is
idea about that.
available.
Here we
I thought
go.
it was separate.
4 up. Yeah, gives away the game and goes down.
UK geography? Dude, ask me about Europe though. Actually, don't ask me about Europe. I think I got an E in geography. I did not care about geography, straight up.
But they're just not getting what they
Probably
need as
should.
a collective here. Can this situation somehow work out for BBL though? A 2v3.
An E? Dude, I didn't do my, you know, coursework
On
for
Gentlemates'
geography?
side.
That
Cameron
didn't happen,
nice,
man.
keeps him a little more secure
That
towards
straight up
out.
didn't happen.
So on
There was no
Reezy and
coursework
Elite
done for that one.
to do something. Dart back in 10 seconds. They need to get a bit of a move on before that, though. They could get a kill prior. That'd be perfect. Gentlemates waiting. Expecting now the pressure from heaven, sitting to this crossfire, slipping into it so comfortably, looking like they've
Honestly,
learned their lessons here.
that's a
Gentlemates
lot.
stabilizing at the end, course correcting after BBL did go on a slight run there.
And I don't want to sit here.
GeoGuessr stream? Dude, it would be like whatever the worst thing you could get in GeoGuessr, that would be me.
I might, yeah. I mean, you know me.
It's your
I mean,
redemption arc, right?
The thing is, I want to focus on the next half.
Okay.
Because right now, I think both teams are probably going to be a little bit stronger
that
on their
Alpha? No,
attacks
no,
than they
no.
are on their defense.
Okay.
But I don't
They
care
do-
enough.
They do have the
That's
flash
the problem
characters,
about it.
So they're going to be able to do a lot of like really proactive.
My-
fights, and they're going to be able
what
to
I care about is
trap
limited,
BBL.
that's
So
the
if
issue.
BBL sitting in an area for too long, they need to watch out. But
If I don't care about a subject, I really won't.
Would this
I really won't
composition
pay
be better with a
attention.
Killjoy? Because off the alarm bot or the turret, you have two
I did the
different
same thing
characters
for
with flashes
languages
that
in
can play
school, man.
really strong defense. And I don't know what their Cypher was doing on attack.
What did I
Made it
get in
necessary
French?
over
D?
the Killjoy, for example.
D or C?
Yeah. I think it was something we can now
I
note
just didn't do
throughout
coursework.
this
Like, if
well,
I didn't care
as I
about
see it
the
release through the second half,
subject, I wouldn't do
the value
coursework.
potentially Logan gets,
But
right?
chat,
Because
you
it
guys
didn't
should do
look
your
as
coursework.
good as it could have been.
Do your
potentially on
homework,
that
do your
attacking side. Maybe
coursework.
it was that Killjoy, but for now,
I'm
Logan,
not a
let's
good
see what we got
example.
here. A little bit of a crossfire
I
setup.
lucked out in
Speed.
life.
Logan on one side, Whalers on the other. Utility deeper on this, and I think Whalers might have been connected on by the paranoia. And Logan's looking a little screwed here. Nice try, but it doesn't work out and swept. That's huge though from
Bro,
Takas.
his flash was legit.
Third was 100% on the cards there, but Kushner lives. 17 HP and he survives. A 2v3 though, HP is low. The tank's still with a little bit of kit, but that frenzy having to deal with the door doesn't leave much to subtlety. As he gets played back in, clearing that close corner, making sure no one's around. Kushner probably a little nervous hearing these shock darts coming around, but they are off now. Waiting for that lower HP for a swing.
This guy B main wins, right?
Oof.
Oh no.
Flash is good.
Oh no, why do I talk?
The tank gets to switch himself out from the frenzy.
Holy.
And gets himself a 1v1 here off the back of Beaz's work. Is it elite or is it a tank? The swing's good.
Okay,
for
must win
elite.
pistol 1.
He's gonna give BBL
Never,
the
not
road
even
back
worried.
here.
Not even worried.
Great start for BBL into the half, obviously to come back into this second half at a 4-round deficit. But one thing I want to highlight there from Gentlemates, on that 2 versus 3 in the retake, you can understand, like when you see a team understanding a map the way that they do, how they're going for all the spams on the common spots that players play behind, making sure that they're spamming the box, making sure that they're clearing through B main, spamming the tall box, spamming through all the wood walls basically for like the sidewalk, the shocks, the mollies to clear out all those areas. Those are great fundamentals, and that's understanding the map as well. That's like 2 things that they're doing super well in that retake. So even though they lose,
Right.
it was still like really nice to see that.
What
this
have
is
they
a
got
team
for
doing
any
all
kind
the
of
things
damage?
correctly.
And now we're gonna see if Bulldog and Reezy's hand and Kushner's Vandal gonna be kept safe here, I imagine. On the other side, I mean, not much to write home about. Marshall and a Sheriff. And BBL cleaning comfortably. They're not having
They would
much
love to keep
resistance
this one
on
clean.
B side,
You can have 1
especially
death
in
with this
round.
guy.
Not particularly surprising. And now
Do
down
they
to the
just
last
let
3 to
poor
maybe try and take
Hunt?
away some of these
Maybe.
weapons,
Could
work
swap the
towards
guns, Hunt.
those ults for themselves, but again,
1
Kushner
point.
very nearby here. All eyes on CT. And Elites and Pora
I mean, that'll work out
farming
1.
up. No sweat in this. As Whalers looking like a formality now for them.
Someone can hunt. At least the classic. I mean, the ghost can.
There we
Nice.
go.
Wrong
Flawless
round. Double
round.
armory buy. That's it.
That's exactly
And this
what it
can be
was.
upgraded.
Lucia Flawless with an Omen diff at the end, but this is a good gateway for BBL to close back in on this game, right? It takes away some of that pressure of if Gentlemates did win that pistol, it'd probably be 10 already, and then you're kind of screwed. You've got 2 rounds to not make mistakes in, essentially. But we're gonna see what they can bring through. They already had that Bulldog, they already had a Vandal in the previous round. Gonna supplement that, I think, with 1 more Vandal, so this bonus has a little bit of punch to it.
Looks like Gentlemates might go for an aggressive B main play here with Yoru on a fast rotate back to A. Obviously against the bonus round from BBL.
Okay,
they
big buy
go for a
rounds.
cat
Against the
split
bonus round, they get a
of some
rifle
sort.
into it.
I
What
am
the
interested to
hell
see
is that?
How Gentlemates just approaches the defense to defend against, you know, the standard comp, basically.
It was proactive from B at the very start here with a quick
Bounce
rotation.
recon that lands on the
from
tree
Takas.
above
The
short,
site
so you
is
clear
already under
short, and then a
BBL's
molly
control.
that means that you can't
They got
run
what they
through the
wanted.
smoke.
The plant should be on the way.
This is a nice
And
fast round, by the way. Nice
Looks
fast
like
split.
actually pretty quick pressure. Almost a
That
pre-take
fast
on
retake.
this.
2 people A main blocked
One
off.
sent in, flash sent high,
Guys
and
on
they're
side
looking to try
gonna
and
get
that pressure
wrecked.
building. Logan the first to find it, Executioner to fall, and that's a brilliant play from the tank, just streaming out from the door. Takas then filters down. The spacing, very difficult to handle for BBL. The last 2 players are already forced off the site.
This was still a pretty
Spectre
cool
and a
fast
Vandal
round.
for the
But
attackers
my
here.
issue was like they
Have close to a minute to kind of
you gotta have at
it.
least 1 more on site. I don't mind 1 person getting
You don't want to run straight in there.
like
you want
blocked
to
vision, and then
take
just
your
kind of
time and
off
let
to
the
hold
thing
it behind. But
simmer.
Yeah, really let it marinate for a
Let it
moment.
marinate,
Oh.
yeah.
Elite is going to find bears now. Keep in mind, this
30
will be
seconds.
Which
costly.
guns?
These weapons being lost won't be a problem. 21 bullets remaining for Pora. Ascent can't really play out ahead of this. TACAS is low. I'm not saying it's necessarily possible, but it could certainly be costly. It's not. Losing out on one, not the end of the world there, but that was the bonus from BBL.
That was the bonus, and I think one of the things that plays into the favor of the defenders on situations like this is when you're on attack and you go for this really explosive play into A, you're using your smokes, your
so many low HPs, yeah, it was
in. All these abilities are being used.
It could have been a lot worse.
You have nothing left for the post plan, and what BBL does is they have super fast B main control. Oh, you guys are on A site. Okay, we're grouping up.
Yeah, they only got one death, so you would imagine they would force after this if they lost. So it's a big run for BBL in terms of money. Gentlemates can kind of finish it now. They have a Phoenix ult. Dude, I love when Steel does like rap gods. Like he doesn't take a breath. It's sick.
So a little more expendable if he does want to go for a runabout. Just kind of holding.
Yeah, so Phoenix ult, so they could easily leave sites if they want to.
So the rotation point going to be Bayaz if he does receive any information.
Which is probably why we're playing like this over towards A. Right, double kill trip, camera for the retake that gets early info if they want it.
Got that full setup in play from Logan, so he's not going to be feeling too pressured just yet. Unless they start coming through on tree, which could then open up a chance.
This KO ultimate is going to be something that's going to basically disable the Cypher trips. The kill trips are going to be down. They're going to get disabled. We're going to see another big, like 5 versus 5 retake pretty much. If this hit does continue to come in, they're not even using this ultimate. They've realized that the Cypher's playing the retake here. We've
got to keep an eye on how they're going to approach this.
Retake, actually.
That's really
nice. Because this is going to delay a lot. Yeah, KO delays a lot.
Yeah, no
and then they have so much util. They walked over towards the site. They saved AO nade, Omen flash. Like, they got a lot.
This funnels in
and they double short. There goes the Omen flash.
He gets isolated quickly, though. Elite now, maybe a second string to the boat. Spotting out Whalers and wants to close that gap.
Double short.
It's the tank to be seen as well. They have no idea. Oh, he's done wonders here, but only a 1-for-1 trade.
Damn, he got an extra as well with the flash he did.
The ult does get invested, but look at TACAS then taking over. Even with all that adjustment, even with Pora playing it perfectly, this would need a miracle, and he almost had it.
Oh, it's close.
So very close at the end.
Yeah, there's a nice retake in the end, and the tanks did good. I love the idea from BBL. Like, they literally read the whole round. But the tank just owned the guy in short.
Yeah,
and then the guy closed door.
Week right there, I think. And, but one of the things that I'm just curious about is like, why is Brave taking that fight there on Cat? Like, you don't need to. The enemy, you have to force the defense to come and break the door down, and then they're going to go in. But what they're going to do first is, you've come up Cat. You've entered the site from Cat. That's been exposed.
He's so angry, bro.
The first step they're going to do on the retake is they're going to clear Cat. So why are you still have your paranoia, you still have a smoke. Like, make them commit into like a more difficult fight. You're just giving it to them.
I'd just seen them work that a little bit better. There's a lot of potential of it. That's the sad part too. That could have really changed how that round went. And now you're going to see the.
Dude, that was the big round though. They were in such a good position. Like again, it's one of those things. Everything he's saying is true. The guy that goes down is the Omen flash that initially stops the actual hit. Like imagine if this was the other way around as well. Like he hides. Phoenix ult goes in and he can just flash all of this for his team. Then he can play his life. Then he can bait in the Killjoy. Like he's not wrong. But, yeah, and honestly, in terms of like the impact of the rounds, it is the one that they watch back in the VOD review and they're like, well, it's marked down as one of the big factors, like why we lost this. Shock breaks the trip, and how is this guy over the trip on B? Oh, okay, it's a floor trip, that's why.
Pora thinks he has a play here, but the camera's going to spot him if he walks up main.
He is it.
Deactivating the camera.
Oh.
Jig is up.
30 seconds left.
Here comes the rotate.
Logan with a knife, but they need to commit off the back of this now. The spike is here. 25 seconds they gotta go. 2 by Boathouse, 3 by CT.
Omen flash in. They got a Phoenix flash to Flood. Yeah, they do. Double Phoenix flash to Flood.
But he gets taken down. Elite with a great shot, but it's the tank on the bailout.
Yeah, there's both of the flashes. Got him 2 kills.
Put up their own defense. BBL down to just 1. The tank saving grace.
Yeah, there's a well-timed recon as well to get the info, so the flood could even happen.
Really needed to close out the round. the previous round, the round before, because putting them onto this Stinger Sheriff mix by there, and just seeing how explosive Gentlemates is here on their defense, especially on their retakes together. It's just so much utility, so many flashes. They have Yoru flashes, they have Phoenix flashes, they have Omen with a big paranoia coming in. They have the wall to split the site so that they can flood
This comp
out.
looks pretty scary, to be honest.
BBL
It's a
needs
nice
to look
Ascent
to
comp.
do right now is instead of doing these like
They play so
group
different to
hits,
other
they're getting
teams
the
as
site
well.
for
Teams will
free,
struggle
no
against this
problem.
for sure.
If they can recreate that round that they had a couple of rounds ago, where Brave peeked from Catwalk, if he's just hiding, if they're able to get into a site and keep all that map control, whether it be at B, if they're able to keep like control towards Market and B main and create these crossfires and really just stop Gentlemates from being able to get out, flood out with all those flashes, that's going to be the prime position for BBL to be in. So we're probably going to need to see them using middle a little bit more, exploit the rotations a little
The
bit.
tank,
and
bro,
then
he's
maintain space
as much as I'm not
and make
like,
it very difficult
I mean,
for
I think the
Gentlemates
Phoenix
to be
is
able to
alright,
just flood onto the site
but he
because
makes
they
it
have to
look,
go and use
like
more
he makes it work.
utility
He's a natural
and more
beast.
time to clear out all these other positions.
I mean, that's maybe what the timeout's for. I don't know how much they're going to be able
It's a
to
little bit similar to like the
get
chamber,
done
right?
here
You've got to
because,
have an
okay,
absolute beast on the
let's
chamber for it
speak
to
bigger
actually
picture
look
too.
decent.
There's almost a snowball round here for Gentlemates on the horizon. Very close by to almost all ults being available. I think one away for near on everyone. On the other side, yes, they've got the lockdown and the TP. Pora not too far away, but when you've got 11 rounds against you, that one
All the
snowball round for
ults coming
Gentlemates
up here.
could
One
be
away from everything, so they can't
That
give
could
him
be
an
the
early
13th.
pick.
That could be 12. But now Logan, respecting
The big
this
call
early
after a
utility, doesn't really
timeout is a
port out
rush
again.
B
Couple of
after they
knives
had a
have found him
successful
now as
round
well.
here.
And there's the early lockdown. The tank. He's getting in there.
Oh, don't tell me. He's
Whoa,
got
that's
the
sick.
Yeah. Does he have it though? Let's see.
Amazing.
Oh, that's not good.
The
The wall just missed.
Here comes the execute. No, no
The
way,
wall
no way,
didn't
no
stretch
way,
far
no
enough.
way, no
Surely
way,
not.
No way.
Okay.
There we go. Reezy's got him. All good. Nice try from the tank. Didn't get
Yeah,
what he
nice
wanted.
try. The
Reezy with
wall,
clear,
the
and
wall
that's
like
just
stopped in
completely
front of it basically.
shattered this round. I don't know what Logan, Takas, and Whalers can do about this 5 on the other side. Good positioning too for the post plants. With the tank gone, Bears as well losing a lot of that.
See the idea,
utility
dude.
to
If the wall
springboard
hits
those
there,
retakes.
it's
Looks
we're
like
calling him a
Ascent's already on the
genius.
horizon.
It looks like they're going to go and backstab B main here and keep the contain out. Try to punish them if they rotate this way.
Yeah, they're just trying to do some damage here, and honestly, this is
Never
wow.
mind, we got spot by the accelerator. Nah, let's not have any of
Okay.
that. I was actually so surprised that BBL was going to commit with that Killjoy ulti onto the site there. I thought, I'm like, oh, Natai, he has got the lineups? Amazing. But no, I guess the wall didn't completely commit all the way
Must not have,
through,
yeah.
and then it didn't make contact with the lockdown. Unfortunate.
Okay. I mean, that could be the round, right? They kept 5 standing. They got a little closer to Kushner's ult as well. Aura not too far away from his. But by all rights, that snowball round is very nearby for Gentlemates.
The thing I'm looking at right now is this combination, and then they also have the Phoenix ulti. So we're probably, I don't expect them to be playing on the sites really for the defense, but it's going to make the retakes so strong.
Yeah, it is.
He really going for a play with
The
this?
struggle starts now for
they
BBL.
doing
Can
it
they make this into something?
no.
Oh, here we go.
Not
Oh,
like
boy.
this.
You said
No
you
one
wanted
close
see
to hit the
combination, you
Omen
might
flash
just get
though.
it. Everything seen.
Oh
Over
no.
ult.
Where's the ult gonna come through? There it is. Problems are plenty now. Kushner tries to get
Damn,
away from
bro, he
it's a
gets
as well.
double.
Bears finding
Yeah,
so
they had
much
so
value for
many
this
people in
attack
this
to
small
just get
area.
out of
You got to shout out to
danger.
Bayas here as well. He went
Early
to
damage
he basically did the
Still a
com
minute 15 on the
recon,
board.
right? Does the
Kushner
com recon at
got tagged off
the
that as
bottom, and then
well.
went to this area.
That's
But when the
devastating
info
for
came in that they
BBL.
were a little bit far out, he just walked
That's
into
tough.
this.
You
Like, he
just,
walked a lot
you
closer
give
just to
another
make sure they were
round,
in
you're like, oh,
range.
okay, we can
And
do
that's
this,
why
we
he
can
gets
do
the
this.
kill
And
on
then
this guy.
3 versus 5 within the first 10
It
seconds.
was a
of the
nice
round,
adjustment by
basically.
him.
You're like, oh man, we
And trying to entry on these sites now without Poro, without
And he got
Reezy,
an extra tag as well.
so
I didn't even
much
see
more
that.
difficult. Oh, Tootsie's on display. Everything's been seen.
Camera taken out. Kate.
They're on this site. The tank is trying to slow progress here.
flashes from the boathouse too is going to be so strong on the defense.
Yep.
What is this kill trip on site
Brave
as well?
waiting for almost the paranoia actually gets sent, but no one going to commit off the
30
back.
seconds left.
Down to 30 seconds. Gentlemate's aware that there could be a CT swing too, but it's just a creep on Cat. Both players trying to get closer. Nice shot.
Spike down.
And yeah, there's just no winning here. That start was everything Gentlemates would have wanted.
Yeah, lovely round to do it as well. And they saved the Phoenix ult, so they still have like a really good ult.
That ult ultimate combination. You know,
It's so
early.
strong,
Yeah.
especially when
That's
they're in
why
a,
it's dangerous.
especially when they're in
It
a
is super
small
dangerous when you have the Yoru with the
little
Sova.
area like this.
When you make these compositions, and this is obviously something that Existence has in mind when he's coming up with the strats.
At least
here,
they have
is
money.
that,
That's true.
like, all the synergies between all the characters, and that's why I was bringing up the Killjoy instead of the Cypher earlier. Maybe there's a play that they have with the Cypher, with the cameras, with the trap wires, or just how they like set up for the retakes with it. Maybe the cages are used in a certain way. We just haven't been able to see it yet. So maybe
Okay,
there's
5 chances to
probably
close
a
this
reason
one
for it,
out.
because everything else that they do has so much reason for it, and they're executing it perfectly.
Yeah, method to the madness. Logan again going to be challenged here.
Double kill trip on
Not
site
actually does
does
find
hit
him.
the Cypher. It clears so much.
That's
They might
the
think he's
upside.
under bulk, but
Thank you.
about it.
For now, though, very, very patient. TP going to get taken.
Oh, that's
And
fast.
Here comes the ult, here comes the spam. Can they hold on? It
Whoa,
looks like the
whoa, whoa,
answer
where
is
did
a
the Yoru
severe
TP go? That was
no.
pretty sick.
Natank just bulldozing the entire site. How much does he see? How much does he know? Now it's been
Still no
Natank
plan.
is
They could
dropping down.
relax if they wanted
The ball's
to.
not even in.
Yeah, they
Clock's
could definitely
not
relax.
down, the time is
Oh
not
my.
ticking yet. They're still just brawling this out. Kushner is surrounded on all fronts. The
Bro, they
firing
didn't even
squad
let
is
him
here.
plant. That was
Checkmate.
savage. They look really nice, their comp. They had a lot of cool combos.
That felt quick.